So it's big news in Wisconsin today. Aaron Rodgers is back with the Packers. He's there at Lambeau Field. He's taking part in training camp. Aaron Rodgers is back, which now I know for some of you is really exciting. Some of you are pumped, like, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is back. Others, maybe you're so sick of all the drama and you're like, I didn't even want him back. I don't know. I mean, there's a variety of opinions on this whole thing, but either way, Aaron Rodgers is back with the Packers for the season. It's big news. What I wonder, though, is like, okay, so he's back, but I'm wondering, like, how's the relationship? Or how are the relationships, I should say. First of all, there's a relationship between him and the team. And if that's still rough, like between him and like the team owner, or team not owners, obviously Packers are owned by the whatever, the team administration. If there's still drama there, is that going to affect his play? But more than that, I'm wondering, like, what about the relationship with all his teammates? Like all these practices and things that he's missed. These are times when teammates develop relationships and so on. Like, are his teammates frustrated because he hasn't been there? Or are there some who are on his side and some who were more on the administration side? And so has there been, I don't know. Like, I hope not. I hope everything's smooth and it's a great Packers season and we go win a Super Bowl. And that's my hope. But, I wonder how the relationships are. Because just because, like, they're back together and he's back there doesn't mean that the relationship is healed. And if there's not healing a relationship, it could still be kind of rough. Which makes me think about part of the gospel message that maybe is not talked about as much as I don't know, maybe I think we should maybe talk about it a bit more. Is, our sin separated us from God, right? Broke that relationship. And through faith in Jesus, we are right with him. Declared right with him, and he loves us. And that part is the center of the gospel. But the part that I wonder that we maybe need to talk about more is the fact that the gospel doesn't just put us right with God. It makes it so we can be right with each other, too. There's this whole, there's this story Jesus tells in Matthew 5, or he gives a direction, I should say. He says that, like if you had a gift to give at the altar, but your brother's got something against you, he says, go and be reconciled with your brother and then bring the gift. Because the thing is, you want to celebrate your gift, your reconciliation, your relationship with God. But God also wants us to be reconciled with each other. And the cross, the gospel makes that possible in a really incredible way. The cross gives us real reconciliation and real forgiveness. And here's how it works. Is that, a lot of times when somebody wrongs you, the way we typically will respond is we'll say, like when they ask for forgiveness, they say, I'm sorry. A lot of times we'll say, it's okay. It wasn't okay. The whole point, it wouldn't have been an issue if it was okay. But here's what Christian forgiveness says: is Christian forgiveness is saying that wasn't okay, but we can be okay because God took it away. All the sadness that comes as a result of that thing that was done wrong, all the suffering that comes as a result, all the justice that wrong deed deserves, all of it was spent on Jesus, and he absorbed it. You too can be okay because Jesus took it away. It's this most beautiful thing, because then you're not selling short what happened. You're not acting like it didn't hurt. It definitely hurt. It was what it was. The neighbor dogs. That relationship between Sibley and the neighbor dogs needs some restoration. But the gospel is not selling short your pain. It's not selling short whatever happened. It's saying that, yeah, that was real. That was wrong. But you don't have to hold a grudge against each other. You don't have to have this issue between others. You don't have to still have this hurt. All that was put on Jesus. And if Jesus took it away, you too can be okay. You can have real healing and real restoration of relationships. Celebrate that part of the gospel, that not only does God set you right with him, but he makes it so that we can be right with each other too.